Hello. Hello. Thank you all for taking your time to stop, look, and listen in our divine appointment here tonight. I'm Sandra, and I'm solo tonight, all alone, and one with you out there, my guest, this evening on another one full hour of Calling All Angels Hotline. Yes, that's right. You heard it right. And tonight, I am so honored, so privileged, and so excited because we are all having a conversation with God. Yes, tonight I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Conversations with God movie that just premiered at the Unity Christ Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we have the call-in line open tonight. The number to call is 260-422-3902. I'm expecting your feedback, your thoughts, your words, maybe a short story about what your idea was after seeing this movie or after hearing all about the movie. To give you a little insight about the movie, Neil Donald Walsh is a famous writer. He had a best-selling book entitled Conversations with God book. And this is where the movie unfolded from. A lot of the critics said different things about it. It was very unusual because Neil Donald Walsh wrote about how he went from his life's lowest point to his greatest dream. And in the movie, they so eloquently display that. I'll tell you, I was just mesmerized to sit and watch the 90-minute episode of the program, of the movie, because it had so many vivid colors and so many pictures from the beginning to the end of how we as individuals definitely thrive through life, how we have our recoveries to discover and uncover God. There were some very thought-provoking moments when Neil, on his journey, went on his path and didn't know where he was going, kept hitting roadblocks after roadblocks, and couldn't understand why. And you really need to see the movie if you haven't. And I can tell you that you can see it on the pure awareness of the internet at CWG.com. That's Conversations with God. And throughout the movie, Neil clearly portrayed how this question of what does it take to make my life worth? Can you imagine? How would you answer that question? What would it take? What does it take to make your life worth? Give me a call, 422-3902. I want to hear from you. Let's chat. Let's open these phone lines. Let's converse and truly get to the heart and the truth of what really matters here tonight on Calling All Angels Hotline. We're live. Call me. I'm waiting for your call. Okay. Remember that all there is love in this show when you call me. And we welcome all of your thoughts, all of your words, all of your short stories, and where you're calling from. We want to know where that is. The last time, I think we received a call from the biggest angel store in the world, and that was coming from somewhere in California. And we've had calls as far as, let's see, the Netherlands. Yeah, as far as the Netherlands. And I got to say this. I'm real excited because today's my grandson's birthday. Talk about digressing. But he's in this too. He's probably at home watching. Happy birthday, Jacob, 4 years young. And talk about having a conversation with that young fellow. Sometimes I think he's a direct line from God as he continues to show us through his experiences and his thoughts. He lays them right out. He lives them right out. Pardon me. Back to Conversations with God. I'm here tonight on Calling All Angels Hotline. The number, for the first time, I'm here solo, without any video inputs. If you want to see the movie, you have to go and either see the trailer online, or if you're at the Allen County Public Library in the computer center, go online right now, www.conversationswithgod.com. Check it out real quick and give us a call wherever you are, 422-3902. Call the hotline. We want to hear from you. Okay, the lines are open. What are we going to do now? Talk more about what one of the critics mentioned about the movie. The movie Conversations with God is an affiliate of the Spiritual Circle Cinema. And the Spiritual Circle Cinema is a group of people who started from, many years ago. One of the producers wrote and produced What Dreams May Come and other movies. And this particular review comes from the Seeds of Unfolding. And I have to laugh because the first question it starts out with, what if you sneezed and God blessed you in your own voice? Hello? Hello? What they're talking about is the relationship that in the Conversations with God book, they were talking more about the divine, and in relationship to the movie that was directed and produced by Stephen Simon and Neil Donald Walsh. They talked more about how, rather than focusing on kernels of divine wisdom, I'm taking this right off of here because this is very valuable. Rather than focusing on kernels of divine wisdom that fans of the book might have expected, the film takes a biographical route. In this way, the filmmakers are able to sidestep what could have become a deadly documentary and instead include us in the story of a life in which an ordinary, imperfect person learns to have these extraordinary conversations. They continue by stating that in following Walsh's involutionary displacement for normal life, his descent into despair and dark night of the soul, and then his ultimate resurrection after he finds the inner voice he identifies as God. There's the star of the movie. His name's Henry Czerny. I'm going to spell it. It's C-Z-E-R-N-Y. Stars as Walsh. And there's a few moments they talk about in the film which he's not center stage, but he's at his best when he's eating out of a dumpster. And they clearly wanted to show you how far he has fallen and how then he gets rescued. Anyone out there watching tonight on Calling All Angels Hotline? I'm Sandra. I want to hear from you. I'm digressing to tell you the number. It's 422-3902 here at the #1 access station in the entire nation. That's a new access TV station here in Fort Wayne. Yes, I'm going to call it CWG, Conversations with God, for a moment. And I'm going to completely read from here to tell you how they talk about it's non-apologetic. To the approach that the possibility that we each can find and depend upon a loving, guiding, and nurturing inner voice. Just in case any member of you out there thinks that the movie is designed merely as a love note to Neil Donald Walsh. The closing credits that the filmmakers included, they pointed out that each one can have these divine conversations on their own. And you and I both know, if we've ever met for a moment or 5 moments or 5 years, that our moments are divine and connected because we exchange the divine love between us. And if you call, you can find out.